Didn't mean to quick boost that What? Mean booster malfunction? I'm taking in water?
The Orca leader, a man known as Maximilian Thermidor, made an announcement to the world. The message was simple. League dogs, welcome to Earth.
This'll be a good start to shake the rust off, after faking my own demise and staying low for a while. With that said, Maximilian Thermidor here. Time to enact the closed plan. You know I gotta be in character, especially if you saw my recreation of Otstarva's stasis. I was having too much fun being over-the-top arrogant from match to match. Thermidor, on the other hand, he's simply deadpan serious, so it's not gonna be as enjoyable. However, I gotta throw in a few lines here and there. Also, post in the comments, what is your favorite character that's considered a double agent in the Armored Core series? Wow, the Slicer, if I didn't have enough to worry about with your build. If you need help deciding, most recently would be Rusty, of course, everyone's favorite RLF spy. And then present company being Thermidor, although he can be even considered a triple agent. If you played through the story of For Answer, you know what I'm talking about. I don't know if I should be challenging this build at close range. They still chipped me with the Slicer. I think that secured them the round for sure. I don't have enough AP to make a comeback. Doesn't mean I won't stop trying. My fellow Orca members are awaiting my return. Main booster malfunction? I'm joking. Can you imagine if during that confrontation, Thermidor pulls a 180 and confuses everybody with that excuse to fake his demise once again? That would honestly be hilarious. That's neither here nor there. I simply was bested by my opponent. I'm gonna play more of a ranged strategy this time. Their Zimmerman alone can build up way too much stagger. Oh, I didn't have the Facade fully charged. Unfortunate, but not the end of the world. I'm gonna throw in some more plasma, charged attacks at him to make sure I maintain a health lead. And there's one thing I had to compromise to make this build possible. I'll talk about it in the build breakdown. But it kinda irks me simply because it was such an easy fix if there was one. Come on now, I can do this all day. I should not have gone for firing stance there. Made their missiles make contact. And you're done for. Alright, that's going to be the play. I have to focus up on mid-range pressure. If I try to confront them up close, I'm going to be chewed right out of there. That is one good thing I like about this build. You can simply change it up. You want to go in close, you can. You want to play a ranged playstyle, you can do that too. Really comes down to who your opponent is. In this case, my opponent is heavier, has added close range pressure, so that doesn't mean I should be acting the same way. Nice to see the plasma AoE doing its job. Kinda surprised their missiles are still hitting me. I'm perfectly strafing around them, and with heavier builds I've had no issue dodging them. That's alright, let's keep this dance up. Not gonna let you get a quick stagger with that Zimmerman. Okay, I was waiting on the pulse armor. If they were gonna close the gap with the Slicer, expansion would have went on. Just like that, got the first game. Pretty good. I like the way this build performs and is able to stay constantly on the move. You have got to be joking me. A rat catcher like 90% rat catcher Mark 1 no less. Oh no! Matchmaking's forcing me to go up against my son. Well, no way I'm going up close for that. I know how this game works. Quad Gats are not something you approach. Unfortunately, I have to resort to kiting. I'm sorry, I have to. Just please don't assault boost at me the whole time. If you do, I can't win. I'm surprised I'm able to keep as much distance as I am. I wonder if they're using the right booster. If they're using any of the assault boost focused ones, they should have no problem catching up to me. Oh, the wall of bullets is crazy. Look how much damage I've taken, and I haven't been staggered or anything. And people question whether quad gats are good against kites or missile rats. That's their whole feature. Now, surprisingly, like I said, I'm not sure my opponent has the optimal booster choice. Because if it were me, I would be in their face the whole time. Now, if this was anything like my Ratcatcher Mark II build, I would have lost a long time ago. No question about it. Look at this. I'm in the red. I'm in the red, and they didn't stagger me once. They weren't in the optimal range for their weapons to hit me, and they still got my health that low. And some people say quad gats are nothing but a meme. Seriously? There's the proof. You can do so much damage. Now I'm wondering if they do need a buff for more damage at range. Now I'm not so sure about it. I do feel kind of bad. Again, this is my only way I'm going to survive. There's no way I can challenge that. They are definitely built to be able to take out builds like mine. Although they're not doing a good job going on offense. Maybe it is their booster. Maybe they're not fully aware of the place. Oh, where did my coral rifle shot go, by the way? That went directly below me. Using the bridge for cover. Endless wall of bullets. Now, I also wonder if they would bring back the finger machine guns from the old Gen Armored Core days, how much damage that thing would do. Oh, are they gonna get me? I'm even lower than last time. I needed that Fasana hit. Why did you miss and go off into the sunset? You probably launched yourself to the next Armored Core game. Oh, I can't be missing like this. Oh, wow, that was a good game. You had me running for my life the whole time. I would say, if you're not using the right booster, definitely look at it. A quad grenade tank? I'm not sure if this is better or worse than my last opponent. Well, same strategy. Keep my distance. Don't go in their face, and if at all possible, don't touch the ground. Luckily, I'm using the right leg type for that. That was scary. Did not want to get caught by the blast radius. I'm so glad I'm not a ground-based build right now. I'd probably be nothing but ash. Wow, that barely hit me and took a chunk of my AP. I have to hit them with everything I got. Cannot afford to wait for them to be staggered. That's a good hit. Surprised they didn't pop their expansion yet. They must have terminal armor then. One mistake and I'm done for. Oh, it is terminal armor. Popping my pulse armor. And waiting it out. Boom, goodbye. That's pretty scary. This is another situation where they have to hit me barely with any of their weapons, and I simply take chunks of health. do I want to stay here or go back to the cliffside? I want to make use of cover, given my... I am so glad I went into firing stance. The one good thing about using a cannon on something that isn't a tetrapod is that brief moment when your opponent tries to shoot you with any heavy-hitting weapons. 9 times out of 10, it'll either go above or below you. I needed that. Because they launched both of their ear shots, I'm pretty sure. They're not fooling around. They simply... I want to end this. I want to end this as soon as possible. I feel bad for tanks. They do not have the aerial mobility to keep up with something like what I'm using. Oh, wow, I'm in the red. Okay. Expansion is going up. I'm not going to retreat. One of these missiles needs to... Okay, I shot it too soon. The AoE missed. Unfortunate. Was cutting it close there. Oh, good game. Tanks were done dirty, though, with their mobility being nerfed. A lightweight with dual therapists. Is that weapon still good? I don't see it too often in ranked. On the bright side, at least this is an opponent where I can get right into their face and not have to worry about being destroyed within a matter of seconds. Although they're making it difficult, they are speedy like me. Oh, I couldn't dodge the last part of that salvo. Okay, no punish. That's good for me. I need to get away from those missiles and worry about their electric discharge buildup. I am quick boosting like crazy. This is pretty close to feeling like a next. Not so much like my take on Fragile, but still within reason. That was neck and neck. Feels good that I can at least play more on offense for a change instead of going entirely on defense. However, I'm not gonna lie, their weapons have a lot of synergy, so I have to be constantly moving, watch my status build up to make sure they don't get a free stun lock on me. Oh, get away. We are pretty much on point when it comes to dodging. Oh, it's a good hit. Might have been the determining factor of this round. They're not out of it, though. Come on. Oh, I needed that. Nice. Okay, my... What is with my coral rifle? What are you shooting at? Okay. Whew, that was pretty intense and very efficient build with the dual therapists. GG. Is that handler Walter? It is right down to the T. This is going to be a fun matchup. I wonder how good they are with that build. Can't wait to finally pilot it during my Nuzlocke challenge. I like the fact they have... Where did they disappear to? Okay, now I'm really concerned. That was weird. I had a lock for a split second, but no visual. But as I was saying, I like that this build has all coral weapons, so whenever I do get to pilot this thing, it's nice not having to worry about building up stagger too much. Simply winning the DPS race. Okay, no joke. Why does it feel like I'm actually fighting Handler Walter in the story mode? This guy's good. This might be the real deal even. Might actually be Handler Walter. I was escalating towards the end. I sometimes forget that Walter has assault armor because they have the coral shield. And sometimes I was thinking to myself, no, they have pulse armor because of that. It just goes to show how often you see the coral shield in use these days. Funny how it went from being one of the most used shields in the game to pretty much being forgotten about. Oh, it's still caught up to me? That's something about the coral oscillator. You think you're out of it and they still manage to hit you with it. Okay, I challenged that, but I'm glad that they were close enough to being staggered or I would have been vaporized. Oh, that was a fun match, though. Good job handling that build. I mentioned earlier I had to make a compromise in order to ensure Maximilian Thermidor's AC, Unsung, was properly recreated in Armored Core 6. You might recognize it if you've seen any of my other Rayleonard recreations, in that swapping the Albacore to Lammergeier, simply because any generator otherwise would make this thing overburdened or have an EN shortfall. Luckily, the Lammergeier core still looks close enough, and I applied the same decals to complete the whole package. Now, I already covered my weapon choices in other similar build videos, same with frame parts, but the Kazuar is perfect for the Elysia substitute. If you enjoyed this, please be sure to like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe so you don't miss the next one. Till next time, take care.